Hello guys, and welcome to another match from the Stronghold Crusader 2 European tournament. So here we have two other brave players that reached round 4 of the tournament. So we have Stahlgewitter and Kartoff. Well, again, sadly you cannot see his name here because the host has priority in terms of names. We can see that Kartov is first, is the greatest lord, because Stahlgewitter, we will just call him CoV, C-O-V, CoV, so CoV. Okay, he doesn't have the granary, which will cost him little popularity. Okay, he built the granary now. As in the previous matches, the players built the stockpile good. So the players placed the stockpile in the right position, close to the woods and the grass area, and far away from the iron and the stone deposits. Why is that good? I explained in the previous video, but I will do it now. Well, the wood camps, the wheat farms and the hop farms, for example, store their goods, meaning the wood, the hops, the wheat, in the stockpile. And this is why it's good to have them close to the stockpile. They only have one worker who does this job, who carries the resources.
Not enough workers available to run this building.
And because of that, the closer you place the stockpile to this buildings, the better the production is going to be. But keep in mind that always take in consideration the wood production. Okay, so whenever you place the stockpile, make sure to first of all consider where do you have the most trees, and where do you have the grass. So first of all you think, where do I have the trees, and then you think, where is the grass, and try to place this in between. And at this point the grass is in the same place as the trees. Usually when there is grass there are trees, so it's no problem. Now the thing is, the wood camps must be placed in between the stockpile and the trees, as close as you can to place each other. Okay, place all this place the wood camps very close to the trees, and place the stockpile as close as you can to the wood camps. This is the main rule when you place the stockpile. And then the granary. Where should the granary be placed? Well, depending on what you go for. If you go for, let's say, a bad economy, try to place like 10 bakeries between the granary and the stockpile. Not 5 bakeries, let's say a distance of 5 bakeries. That's the best position for the granary. As you can see, the red player Kartoff placed the granary bad. Oh, people are complaining about the game being laggy. That's sad.
Overwrite saved game.
Okay guys, so I had to save. I hate the autosave. I have to move the autosave file from one folder to another. Anyhow, here we have the players. The red player CoV started to build some walls to protect his little castle. And as I said guys in the previous videos, from round 4, it is essential to let's say, think about your defensive tactic on this map, because in the previous rounds players played on the hyena map, and it was very easy to defend that map because you had to build walls on two sides, and the other two, I mean, there were the hills which acted like walls. But now you have no hills or mountains to rely on. And as you can see, this is the neutral area, and this is the territory of CoV, and this is the territory of Kartoff. He has to defend all this line, and so is CoV. They have to defend a very wide area. So how are they gonna do that? We will see. We will see. But I personally think that they should have a very mobile army, so they can counter the attacks of the opponent. Now, you clearly see that both players can afford to ask for taxes. CoV is doing better than Kartoff. We can see that Kartoff doesn't do so good with the food production. But let's check again. He actually does good now. He's losing food fast, but he's gaining it back. I mean, he has a decent food production for the amount of people he has. We can see that CoV is increasing his candle production. By having a candle production, you can perform church services and get popularity, and that's a very positive thing. Having popularity is basically how should I call it? The popularity is the most important thing in Stronghold Crusader too. I mean, maybe in Stronghold Crusader you could avoid getting extra popularity and not lose the game, but in Stronghold Crusader 2 things change. Popularity is vital for your economy. You can go and sell the goods you produce, or you can perform church services, for example, or you can give ale to your peasants, or you can give extra food rations to your peasants, and this way you get popularity and you can ask for more taxes. The more people you have, the bigger the income from taxes. So your economy has to rely on taxes, because this is the best way to generate income, not by selling resources as you do in Stronghold Crusader 1. Now, guys, there are like 6 more minutes left from the peace sign. Players started with medium resources, 200 gold, and 15 minutes of peacetime. So I'm really curious how is the military side going to how are they gonna perform on the military side of the game, because as you know, the economy is not that important. When the military side of the game comes into the equation, things change, and players with the best economy might be in trouble on the battlefield. And if you are in trouble on the battlefield, boy, you are in trouble. Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the tournament. If you do, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because there will be more tournaments on different games. So yeah, it's going to be a pleasure. Alright, we can clearly see that Kartoff is having a better economy, although I think so. I would like to think so, because he has a decent candle production, a decent ale production, a decent food production. So yeah, I'm really keen to see how things evolve. but we can clearly see that it's not a big difference between Kartov and CoV in terms of points. Kartov is with 200 points ahead. When I say Kartov, I refer to the yellow player. CoV is the red player. Let's see, the stone production. Oh my god, that's really strange. Kartov doesn't have a stone production yet. In the meantime, CoV has a little stone production, which is good for him. He can build walls and protect his ass against rushes. Now, if Kartov is not going to build walls, at least here, you know, to win more time in case CoV attacks his economy, well, boy, Kartov is ruined. So, as I said, guys, you can see that CoV is doing worse than Kartov in terms of economy. But what was I going to say? Oh, we can see that Kartov placed spikes. Oh, okay, so that's a trap. That's a nice trap. Yeah, that's a very smart choice. Placing invisible walls. What are the invisible walls? Well, the traps. Very wise done. But personally, I would have placed the traps here and in between the buildings, you know, and like this, just to make sure my economy is protected. Anyhow, we will see how things evolve on the field of battle. We can see that CoV is going for crossbowmen. Now, as you can see, crossbowmen are the supreme weapon in Stronghold Crusader 2. If you have them, you have better chances to win. I don't know if you saw the previous battles from round 4, but clearly the players who used horse archers against crossbowmen found out that their tactic was really bad. Well, as I said in a previous video, the best tactic against crossbowmen, the best way to counter crossbowmen with horse archers is to avoid them. Yeah, so if you hear that for the first time from me, let me explain myself. Maybe I will make more sense. Okay, so we see that Kartov surrounded his economy with pikes. Smart. Alright, now let's get back. So why is so good to avoid crossbowmen when you want to counter them with horse archers? As simple as that. Crossbowmen are slow. So let's presume that CoV will attack Kartov with crossbowmen. His crossbowmen will be here. Now, what should Kartov do? The yellow player. What should the yellow player do against the red player? Well, it's simple. The yellow player should get here and attack from this side. And basically, he should avoid his crossbowmen, because the crossbowmen can kill the horse archers immediately. So Kartov should build a siege camp here, make 3 catapults, destroy the walls, get inside the castle, and ruin the economy of the player. In the meantime, the red player will try to bring his crossbowmen back to the castle to defend the castle and blah blah blah. It's not gonna work. The crossbowmen are too slow. Okay, but we see that CoV is using a combination of crossbowmen and horse archers, and Kartov is only gonna use horse archers. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. The first interaction between the players. Interesting. Let's say we can see that the game is a bit laggy. Alright. Yeah. Do you see what's gonna happen right now? Okay guys, we are back. We had a little issue, but we are back. We loaded the game. Okay, everything is working fine. We see that Kartov, the yellow player, brought a fire ballista on the battlefield, and he's gonna burn. The buildings inside CoV's castle. Now you can see that he moved some units protected by a portable shield, by a mantlet. Why did he move these units here? Well, it's simple. Because when enemy units are nearby a building, the player is unable to delete that building. So here you can see that CoV is unable to delete these buildings, so he's making some water pots here. Now Kartov was forced to get out of the castle, and by forced is a tactical necessity for him to get outside of the castle. Through another way rather than the gate, and here it is on this side. I personally think CoV should use Wildling Dervishes and simply get out of the castle and, you know, kill these units with Wildling Dervishes. This tactic would most definitely work, but because Kartov, the yellow player, doesn't have pikeman, you know, so it's a good tactic. It's easy, it's good to use. Okay, we clearly see that Kartov went for the portable shields. He went with the Wildling Dervishes for the portable shields. I would personally attack the army instead of the portable shields. It would have been a harder hit for the enemy, harder to take, harder to bear. Now we clearly see that CoV's economy is at the ground, and the army is pretty much lost. Yeah, so what is CoV gonna do is uncertain for me. Of course, Kartov had some big losses as well. Now, let's see what's gonna happen next, because it's clearly a mystery. Okay. It looks like CoV didn't manage to get rid of the fire in time, so he lost a lot of buildings. It's better to destroy the buildings that are on fire rather than let them burn. Why is that? Because you get some resources for yourself, which is very good. Now CoV was only able to save this Cal workshops. That's really bad. It's really bad. We clearly see that Kartov's economy is almost twice better than CoV's economy. Well, it's very bad for CoV. He's in a very bad situation right now.
We are under attack.
Kartov has some Wildling Dervishes, and we see that he's using some trebuchets. What is he gonna do? Maybe he's gonna throw disease on the enemy's keep. we will see. But this move was clearly wrong for Kartoff. I mean, his horse archers are easily getting killed. Yeah, horse archers are really weak in Stronghold Crusader too. If you compare them with the Stronghold Crusader 1, they are really weak. Alright, it looks like CoV surrendered. We can see that Kartoff is going where he's gonna go with Wiling Dervishes to kill the Lord. Alright. Yeah, well, there's no hope for CoV right now. Yep. There he is with a Wiling Dervishes on the keep, inflicting damage into the Lord.
We are victorious, sire.
So there you are. We can clearly see that Kartoff has a way much better economy.
5 celestial bodies.
Now guys, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more videos from the Stronghold Crusader 2 European Christmas Tournament. Take care, bye bye.